But actually, when we say Satan, we mean a man or a people that their weakness is not, say, confined to themselves. It spreads, and the others is affected by their wickedness. And the white man, we say, is the devil. Why? Because of his weak physically coming into being from original man, aboriginal people of the earth. When I met him, I looked at him and he, well, it just came to me like this, that this is the Son of Man that the Bible say that prophesy that will come in the last days of the world, and that I couldn't get that out of me. And I shook hands with him, and I said to him, I say, you are the one that the Bible prophesies that will come at the end of the world under the name Son of Man and under the name the second coming of Jesus. And so he looked at me a little stern, and then he smiled and he put his head down to my beside my head and whispered in my ear and said these words. He said, yes, I am the one, but who knows that? But yourself. And be quiet. His mother, he says, was a white woman, and his father was a black man. Yes, sir. He taught us that he was born in Mecca, Arabia, and that he had come in and out of this country for about 20 years before ever that he made himself known to us. He had studied, he says, out here, or rather he had enrolled in the California University there, and he lived with a white family out there, he says, while he was going to the University of California. How long he went to this university, I don't know. But he says to me that he did go to this university and enroll there. And other universities he mentioned to me. And finally he told me this, that he had studied every educational systems of the civilized world. And that he could speak and, well, speak 16 languages and write 10 of them. He could speak 16 fluently. Well, I was not too much learned into scripture at that time, and I had not studied too much, but I had from a child up wanted to learn the scripture because my father was a preacher, and I always, from a child up, wanted to help him or take his place one day as a preacher. And so I was always studying the Bible. And I had read much about the coming of the judgment and the coming of God and Jesus returning to resurrected dead and all like that. I had studied much of that. And so all of his talk and teachings correspond with what I had learned of the scripture. And therefore I become one of his, I should say 100% convert. And on his leave of us, he began to tell me what I may expect, what will come to pass, and what I should do to try and make my people qualified, or rather to reform them and make them acceptable by the Islamic people. And
Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me, family. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comment section. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comment section. We have a mighty show today. We're going to be finding out what's going on with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home. What is the update and what can we do? Somebody said, yes, y'all can hear me. All right, as you all know, we have our guest, Sister Sajda Muhammad, who's going to be coming on today. We're going to be discussing the project. I want you guys to press the number 1 if you are aware of the project of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home, turning it into a great museum. If you are not, I want you to press the number 2. If you are aware, press the number 1. If you are not aware of what's been going on, press the number 2 in the comment section. If y'all don't mind, I want you all to share this video with somebody that you know. Just share this live stream with somebody. Send it to somebody. This is going to be an important show. Informal, very informal show. We're going to learn some things. But also I want us to see what we can do as well at the end of this. So if you don't mind, all 68 plus of y'all watching on Facebook and YouTube, send this out to 2 to 5 people. Put it in the group chats that you're in, because this is one you don't want to miss. Now, we want to play something. We want to play something here before we get started. Got a song we want to put on. 1 second here. We got one more brother that we are waiting on, so that's why we're gonna get started here in a minute. But we got a brother, so y'all got a little time to send this link out to your brothers and sisters. Send this link out to your brothers and sisters. All right, go back to live. Boom, boom. All right, let me know if y'all can hear this. Let me know if y'all can hear it now. Before we met here, we were deaf, dumb, and blind, searching everywhere to find peace of mind. This man opened up our blinded eyes, made we were down to become praise is due to Allah. We're going to bring on our guests. We are going to bring on our guests now. We have Brother Yankan the Don, who will be joining us today, and Sister Sajda. Again, please, if y'all don't mind sharing this video with somebody that you know. All right, let's see here. Boom. I'm gonna add Brother Coach Khan. There we go. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. I
Yes,
can
I
hear you.
can hear you, Brother Ben.
All right, we live and in the mix now. We live and in the mix. Brother Coach Khan, I know he made that shirt where he made that right before we came on. I already know.
Hey, hey, you know it. Fresh and crispy. Fresh and crispy.
All right, so y'all have heard, and y'all have actually seen Sister Sajda on the show several times, but I want to do something special. I found out that Brother Young Kanadan knew Sister Sajda long time ago, back in the day, decades ago. So I'm gonna let Brother Coach Khan introduce Sister Sajda this here evening.
All right, let me see if I can do this. Hey, y'all. First, hey,
You,
let me make sure I'm in the right spot. I'm in the right spot right there.
yeah,
There we go. Okay,
you
I
in
gotta stay
frame.
right there. All right, y'all. So this sister coming to the stage needs no introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We go way back. We go back like recliners. As a matter of fact, her letter passed inspection to join the Nation of Islam on August the 25th, 1990, and my letter passed inspection on August the 12th, 1990. But she was in the mosque when I came in. So she saw me, y'all, with the Gumby haircut, with the Bobby Brown, when I had the patent leather shoes on and the baggy pants and the Kwame and the polka dots straight tie. So she saw me walk in the door fired up and ready on a Friday night study group to be exact. And this sister has been working tirelessly. She has rose up through the ranks. She has helped the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in close proximity and capacity, so much so that he calls her his daughter. Now, you know you got to be close if the minister would call you his daughter. And y'all know her as Sister Sajda, but I know her as Sister Wendy. She is the creator of her own podcast. She is a multi-millionaire business income generator. She got plug-ins with Massage Envy. She got plug-ins. I heard she own her own Massage Envy, y'all. But for y'all that ain't never got no massage, you don't know about that. But I'm just saying, if you're really trying to get a massage, she got her own franchise. She got ties into her own hospital. I'm just saying, she is doing big things, man. And she has watched me. She didn't even know I was Young Kinda Don, y'all. That's how far back we go. She only knew me as Brother Damon. So when Brother Ben started telling her about Young Kinda Don, she was like, well, he sounded like he might be a good guy. But then when she found out it was me, she said, oh, you mean Brother Damon? Yeah, I've been knowing Brother Damon. You ain't good company. So y'all help me without any further ado. The woman of the hour, your sister and my sister, a soldier for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Y'all please make some noise for Sister Sajda Wendy Muhammad. One time in the building.
Now, Sister
Man.
Sajda, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and respond. Sound like you about to say something.
Assalamu alaikum, first of all.
Like salam.
Yes, Brother Damon. I knew Brother Damon when he had the haircut that was kind of shaped like my beret here a little bit. He used to wear these beads. You remember those beads you used to wear all the time, Brother Damon?
The red, black, and green, man.
Red, black, and green beads. And yes, it was in study group. I remember the day when you came. And
Come on
so
now.
it's such an honor to be on this show. And, Brother Ben X is my nephew. He just said, you be my auntie. I said, I'm already your auntie. So, we're close, we're family. And I'm just honored to be here. And before we do anything, I have to thank you all for being my top marketing sponsors for the development of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad House Museum. You all are always there calling me saying, hey, what can we do? And I get on here with y'all. I never know what to expect. But what I do know is that we're going to always raise some funds.
Praise be
You
to
better
Allah.
believe that.
So, family, if you don't know, if you coming in a little late, well, I'm gonna let her introduce. Talk about the project. Some people may not even know about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home. Some people may not even know about the project and what the goal is. So kind of talk about that process, how you even came into this idea, how this whole thing came about for those who just have no idea what's going on.
So 56 months ago, I purchased 4847 South Woodlawn Avenue, which is where I am sitting here today. Um, And it is the former home of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It is where our nation of Islam was built. It is the single most important piece of property in modern day Black history. And when I say that, I said that in front of the city of Chicago City Council, and they were like, what? And I say, yeah, because more of our modern day leaders and civil rights members and people who have been influential in the Black world have graced these floors than any other property in modern day Black history. And so the goal is to develop it into a house museum. It's already a house museum, but we will Elijah Muhammad experience. So the goal is to uplift the work and the name of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan right here with him. And so, like I said, I've been working at this now 56 months, I think that's about right. And we are somewhere around 10% away from our finish line of creating one of the greatest museums for one of the greatest men to ever walk the earth.
What does Sajda mean? Why is it called Sajda House?
So, Brother Ben, as you know, when I first got the house, this place was filled with raccoons. There was just dried raccoon feces everywhere. It was nowhere near the condition of what you all see it now when you drive by or you hear the minister saying that it was shining. And so I was afraid to put the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's name on the house. And so people kept asking me, well, how did you get the money to do this? And what do you do? And I said, you know what? I can run down my resume, but at the end of the day, it's really just been prayer. I absolutely love and adore Allah. I've been someone who has been conscious of my love for God probably since I was about 3 or 4 years old. And so I thought, let's call it Sajda House. And I asked the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan if Sajda was the right name for the house and for the project, because again, I was afraid to attach his name to it because I wasn't sure if we could really get it to the point where it could wear his name. And he said to me, he said, Sajda is the right name for the project and the right name for you. So I always have to clarify that because I did not name the messenger's home after myself. But then we went through a series of processes. We had a huge public fight with an alderman, which is no longer in office, who was trying to shut us down, who said that they didn't want Honorable Elijah Muhammad House Museum on their block. And so from that fight, which was intended to be evil, it ended up being of good because we were contacted by the Illinois Historical Society and we went all the way up to the National Historic Society, and the home became known as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad House and is now recognized on the registry, the National Registry of Historic Places by the U.S. Department of Interiors.
I want Brother Coach Khan to tell the audience, what does this mean? When you first heard about the project, she bought this home back. Why is this important for us as a people?
Ooh-wee.
Uh-oh.
See, lights almost went out. That's all right. Hey, man, that is a sign right there, y'all. Why is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home important to black people? First of all, if you take the name Elijah Muhammad out of black history in America, there's so many people that would not even exist. There would be no Louis
Yes.
Farrakhan. There would be no Muhammad Ali. There would be no Malcolm X. There will arguably be no hip hop as we know it. There will be no
Hmm.
KRS-One. There will be no Wu-Tang Clan. There will be no Big Daddy Kane. There will be no Public Enemy. There will be no Tupac Shakur. There would not be us saying, calling each other brother and sister. There would be nobody holding posts trying to be militant. It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad who popularized the word black amongst us here in the United States of America. It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that got us being soldiers. We didn't know nothing about being soldiers. It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad who taught us how to eat to live. It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad who taught us to honor, respect, and protect the black woman. It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad who cleaned the black woman up from being a thought and twerking something and dropping it like it's hot. There would be no brother being X. There would be no 19 Keys. There would be no Minister Nuri Muhammad. There would be no Dr. Wesley Muhammad. All of us are children of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So if you take him out of history, which the enemy has tried to do for decades until the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan decided to stand back up in 1978 and build in the name of his father and restore the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You wouldn't know nothing about no so-called UFOs and what the enemy calls unidentified flying objects or aerial
That's
phenomena.
right.
You wouldn't, but we know what that is that's flying. It was Rick Ross that said Farrakhan gave me my first Quran. It was 2 Chainz that
Mm.
said I had to sit down with Farrakhan. It was the Honorable Louis Farrakhan that had the rap beef settled between the rappers that were beefing on the East Coast and the West Coast. It was the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that gave Snoop Dogg the information. It was the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, in the name of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that had close dealings and counsel with people like Shaquille O'Neal, with people like Kanye West and Jay Electronica. And there would be no 5% nation if there were no Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There would be no Clarence 13X. Oh man, the list goes on and on. So we have a debt of gratitude to a man that taught among us for 44 years tirelessly to understand that every time you look at a black man and you look at a black woman, you are looking at God himself. It was that man who taught us that God was not a spook. It was that man who taught us that the pig was made of 3 animals, a rat, a cat, and a dog. It was him who cleaned up our diets and taught us how to eat to live. It was him that gave birth. There would be no Black Panther movement. Oh, come on, brother. Then you asked me the wrong question, man. If there was no Elijah Muhammad, man, there would not be the black movement as we know. There would be no Tariq Nasheed. There would be no Brother Reza Islam. There would be no foundational Black American conversation. There would be no reparations for the black man and add it up. And what do you owe the black man and woman if it were not for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? So we all got to give credit where credit is due and pay homage to the baddest, boldest black leader that ever graced these shores of the United States of America. No disrespect to the great noble Drew Ali. No disrespect to the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. These were forerunners, but none of them put together have done what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has done for the black man and woman. And I would say, don't argue with me, argue with your mama on the facts, because we got the facts all day long that if there were no Elijah Muhammad, you and I wouldn't even be on this podcast right now. And we know our brother Ben has affected tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people's lives have been touched by our Brother Ben X, the digital god himself. But he would just be another basketball player trying to get into Division I and work his way into the NBA had he not heard a word from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad that gave life to him, that gave purpose to him. There would be no young Khan of Don if there were no Elijah. There would be no Khan if there were no Elijah. So that's just the appetizer. Y'all better get ready, man. Get your food, get your water ready, because it's gonna get hot before it get cool in here. So I just stop right there, brother Ben.
Listen, y'all, we gonna go ahead and end the show. I thank y'all for coming. Hey, man, we might well end the show with that one right there, man. Listen, go to this website to support this home. www.sizethehouse.com. I think that's right.
Hey,
I'm sorry, sizethehousedonations.com. That's gonna get you the coin. We're gonna talk about the coins later. But if you guys would like to donate to help out with this project, go to www.sizethehousedonations.com. Go ahead, brother. What you was about to
I was
say?
gonna say, if y'all really trying to get plugged in, all you got to do is real simple. Text the word coins to 219-299-49. We got the founder of the house right here, y'all. She can verify that I'm verified. I'm going to get you plugged in to get one of these majestic coins. We're going to talk about them in just a second. And in case y'all didn't know, I got 3 of them right here. We just saying if you want to get one, I got 3. But we going to let her talk about them. All you got to do is text the word coins, because it's only a limited supply of these coins. It's 8 billion people on the planet Earth, and it's less than 1,000 of these coins available. The question is, will you be one that holds living history? Will you be one? We ain't got but 900 left now, but
Well, he ain't the only one got no coins now. He ain't the only one got no coins now, y'all. We can't even hear him. Look at it, can't even hear him. Something wrong with
Brother
your
Ben, this
audio.
is what
y'all know why?
your
Because
coins were
all
made
coins
of.
matter. All coins matter, man. And y'all spending hundreds of dollars on things. Y'all tricking money off, man. Why not be a part of history? Why not have your name in the wall of fame, baddest black man that walked the face of the United States of America? Why not have a piece of the home of one of the greatest men that ever lived? Why I'm on that part before, I know you got to turn it over to Sister Saj, but I just want to say this, y'all. Did y'all know, have y'all ever heard of a place called Graceland? Brother Ben, you ever heard of Graceland?
I have not.
So Graceland is the home of Elvis Presley. You ever heard of Elvis Presley?
Yep, sure have.
Elvis Presley made the song Jailhouse Rock, Blue Suede Shoes, after he helped steal rock and roll from one of our great brothers, Little Richard, who invented rock and roll. Elvis Presley just swagger jack, because you know they're going to swagger jack our whole style, because we are the original man and woman. But Elvis Presley, brother, when he passed, no disrespect to Elvis, because I listen to a little Blue Suede Shoes every now and then. I like a little Elvis. Who said you ain't nothing but a hound dog? All that's Elvis Presley right there. Some of y'all old timers know what I'm talking about. But when Elvis Presley passed, y'all, they turned the home of Elvis Presley in Tennessee into a tourist attraction, a museum, a multifaceted, interactive place where people could come and pay homage to the life works of Elvis Presley. And it said that since 1982, Brother Ben, the home of Elvis Presley has generated approximately $15 million a year in revenue just from people being able to tour the home of Elvis Presley. I don't know how many years that is, 82 to 2023. Brother Ben got calculated. Y'all know he like numbers. He might have to just add that up real quick. 2023 minus 1982, y'all. But 15 million a year just to spend 90 minutes to walk through the home of Elvis Presley, a man who said, and I quote, "Ain't nothing a nigga can do for me but buy my records and shine my shoes."
That's what he said.
$15 million a year to a member of the Mayonnaise Mafia who said ain't nothing that a nigga can do for him but shine his shoes and buy his records. How can we be justified and a man getting $15 million per year just on tourism? We're not talking about an Elvis keychain. We're not talking about a t-shirt. We just talking about to walk through his house, to see where he sat down at, to see where he slept at. They paying $15 million a year. But we sitting here talking about the home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who they don't print enough money to give the value and the worth and the estimate
That's right.
of what this man has done for us. So we gonna give it to Elvis, but we ain't gonna give it to our own. We waiting for somebody else to honor him. No, brothers and sisters, it's up to us. But believe me, before this podcast is over, you gonna know why you need to go in and donate to this effort right here, so you can be a part of living history yourself. So I just wanted to say that about Elvis in Graceland. He get 15. They get 15 million a year in tourism. What do you think the home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad will get? A man who impacted and transformed not just black life, but human life all
Right.
over the globe, not in just America, but in the Isles of the Pacific, in China, in London, England, in Asia, in Europe, in Africa. The
Mhm.
name Elijah Muhammad ring bells, in case y'all didn't know. So I'm saying, all I'm telling y'all, go to your banks, go to your Cash App, go to your Zelle, because before this is over, you're gonna know why you need the nuke. They had Jerry Lewis used to have the telethon where they raising money. The March of Dimes, we used to give to the March of Dimes, and the dimes kept marching on out of the black community. Oh yeah, we was giving to Jerry Lewis. Come to find out, Jerry Lewis was a pedophile that had little girlfriends and marrying underage girls. Come on, man. If we can donate to all of this, if we can go see Little Mermaid, and that movie, shout out to Little Mermaid and the sister that did it, man. I ain't knocking it, because if they're gonna have a mermaid, she might as well be black. But we broke box office records. We dressed up in our mermaid outfits. All when Wakanda Forever came out. Y'all was throwing up the Wakanda symbols. We were putting on whole outfits to go watch a movie. But what about real life, y'all? What about a man that transformed your life when you was in prison and wouldn't nobody come see you? What about a man that helped you when your ex-husband was whooping on you up and down the street?
Mhm.
What about when you got no respect as a black woman? It was Elijah Muhammad that said we got to honor, respect, and protect the black woman. What about when you was strung out on dope? And it was his teachers that cleaned you up and you never returned to that lifestyle. We don't have enough money to repay a man or any of his representatives for bringing us life. If they handed us a bill, we wouldn't be able to pay it. So I'm just saying, get ready, hold on tight, because Sister Sajda is in the home of that black man right now. She, and word on the street is, Sister Sajda, you might be giving us a tour
I
inside
might.
the home of the Messiah, the exalted Christ, the most honorable Elijah. Y'all finna get a first-hand look. Y'all finna get a behind-the-scenes look of what's really going on. She gonna tell us what your proceeds and your donations are going to be able to do for this house. We gonna outdo Graceland, y'all. Oh no, this the real Graceland right here. When you find out what this sister is working on. Now she did all the heavy lifting by herself. I heard that she spent $5.5 million of her own money. She just
Yes.
asking us to chip in and do a little light work at the end. So I'm gonna just stop right there, because y'all know what, hey man, I came prepared for the fight today. It's going down, y'all.
So
So
we have these coins that we are showing you all right here. And the
yeah.
website that sister gave me, if you guys want to get one of these coins, go to now this is the site you go to, sizethehouse.com. For the donations, sizethehousedonations.com. But if you want to get this coin, you can go to sizethehouse.com. And I want you to explain, Sister Sajda, what is this coin made out of, so they can understand the significance of the coin.
Yes, sir. So this home is sacred space. As I started to talk about the the mighty work that was done from this home. And when I presented it, began to present it to the world as sacred space, I was blessed to speak with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who said to me, yes, you are right to call it sacred because it became that when the greatest man who ever lived decided to move. No, he said it became that when a God decided to move in. That's how
Mm.
he said it. And so I started to think about that. And then he told me the story, which he has shared publicly to so many that one day he was walking up the driveway of this place right here. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad pointed to a tree. There used to be two trees in the front yard. And he pointed to a tree and said, one day when they find out who I am, they're going to rip the bark off the trees. And I said,
Mm.
if the people would rip the bark off the tree and we say we know who he is now, that means everything in this house is sacred. Every material here, from the plaster to the wood to the floors, everything has been graced by the energy of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And so, with that, as we began to remove some materials to upgrade and replace them, I instructed the crew, I said, let's not throw away anything. So, one of the things we had a lot of was this cotton copper. This is a copper gutter. And we had a lot of this. And it came to me to say, well, what do we do with the copper? And just kept talking about it and talking about it. And we decided to make coins out of the copper. So from this piece of copper, you have this. This right here has absorbed the energy of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as he lived here. This piece of copper is original. And so we took that copper, created a design. So shout out to Brother Tory, because it took me three months to find someone who would take this old copper and create a coin. And many of you have heard this story before, but it's so powerful. And I believe that this is a sign for us for the future, because the first thing that happened was it took 3 months to find somebody to take the copper. A lot of them said, I'll make you a coin, but I don't know about taking this 120-year-old copper and making it. So I don't know about that. And so the final person, she said to me, she said, I've never done that before, but I will do what I can to help you. I think I can do it. So she said, but I need you to send me a design right away. But we couldn't even, I didn't even have a design because I couldn't find anybody to make them. So God bless Brother Tory Muhammad with Bean Soup Times, because I called Brother Tory and I said, Brother Tory, I need a coin design. He said, okay, when you need it. I said, now. He was like, what? I said, and put your spirit in it. So he put something together and I sent it back to him and I said, Brother Tory, you got to put your spirit in it. So he put his spirit in it, came up with the coin with the 24 stars around it, has the messenger's face in here. Instead of saying, in God we trust, it says all praises due to Allah. I started talking to some other team members at the time. We ended up putting the house on the back. We have the Holy Quran on the back, showing that that's our foundation for the home. This particular coin is actually a graded coin. Now, let me tell you why this is important. Because we were playing around with how to present the coin. Is it going to be in like a satin case? Is it in a bezel case? What are we going to do? And I remember asking Allah, I said, Allah, I had this beautiful green satin case that I had gotten from a distributor in China. And I said, the night before I went to bed, I said, Allah, if you like this, make it plain, make it clear. And if you don't like this, make it plain, make it clear. That next morning, I woke up to a text message, because remember, China's on a different time zone. I woke up to a text message where they had quadrupled the price of the case. And I said, okay, that's plain and clear. So I said, well, you got to tell me what you want to do. In an hour, the woman who helped me at the foundry with these coins, she said, hey, I got your coins. The mold came out beautifully. We've already started making them. She said, do you want them graded? And there was something about the way she said that resonated. And I said, oh, this must be Allah. And I said, what's that? And she said, well, this company called International Coin Graders has agreed to grade your coin, meaning that they will test the copper and show that it's 100% copper. She said, and it'll be in an encapsulated case. It'll have its own individual barcode and number on the back. And she said it will make it a collector's item. And she said, and they only do this for minted coins or coins that are in circulation for trade value, but they've agreed to do it for you. And I said, okay, there it is. So shortly after that, Brother Ben and Brother Damon, Goldman Sachs came out and said copper is the new oil. Why did they say that? They said it because with all GM and all them coming up with these electric cars, they're going to need this copper to be a conduit for the electricity. And then when you started having all the bank failures that went public, all the commodities guys start saying you need to buy gold, copper, and silver. Then the question was, well, how do I buy it? And many of them have said it's best to buy it in a collectible form because the collectible form like this gives the actual commodity a bit of a premium. And you and I both know that the premium on this copper coin, because of whose home it came from and because of what it represents, is infinite. So we're selling these. I decided that we would print them, create them, and then figure out how we're going to use them to raise funds. When people purchase this coin, this number on the back gives you a membership. So you get a membership to the museum with this collectible. You see my great brothers right here. They all got more than one. I'm so grateful and honored for them. But go to the website, sajdahouse.com. Get your commemorable Elijah coin. This is going to also be a membership. And you're going to look, membership will definitely have its privileges. We did a test run during Savior's Day, Brother Ben, and we ended up with over 300 people. We had to turn away people, and our proof of concept is really good. And so if we don't have these coins to be able to say, hey, if you got the coin, you get a priority visit or you get access to certain things, because we realize we cannot accommodate the millions of people that want to come and grace the space that the Lamb of God lived in.
So you saying if we got access or we got these coins, this will be almost like a ticket to tour the actual home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes.
Man, I don't know if y'all heard what she just said. The website is, because I seen somebody ask what's the site. The website is www.sajdahouse.com. That's SAJDAH house.com to go and get your coins. I want you to talk briefly because I know somebody thinking I'm finna get mine tonight so I can be a part of that tour. Who has walked and been counseled and talked to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in that home? Talk about some of the great leaders and black people that they probably look up to that has also toured and been in that home.
And you know what's so interesting, Brother Ben? It's almost like every other day I'm learning about somebody new. So of course there's the obvious. You've all seen pictures of Muhammad Ali here. You've all seen pictures of Martin Luther King here. I'm actually sitting in the room right in front of the space where the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King actually met with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, not one time, but at least 2 times. And I'm gonna save that for the opening because I got a surprise for y'all on that. But you got Malcolm X, you got his wife, Mrs. Betty Shabazz. Of course, you got the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Mother Khadija Farrakhan. Then you got Kwame Ture, you got Bernard King, you got the members of SNCC, you got James Baldwin, you got Wilma Rudolph, you got Sam Cooke, you got Thurgood Marshall. I'm talking about Justice Thurgood Marshall, the first Black Supreme Court judge. You got Senator Adam Clayton Powell. In this very room was the very first ministerial alliance. And a lot of people, that picture right there, I'm sitting in the spot where that picture was taken. You had the very first Christian and Muslim ministerial alliance that took place in this room. The 1968 delegation for the Democratic Convention was hosted here in this room. In fact, about it, there was so much violence and everything associated around the Black delegates, which included Andrew Young, people like Andrew Young, who was here, that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad not only sponsored them, but gave them a place to stay, gave them security, and fed them right here from this home. But the list is, that's the short list. That is the short list.
Wow. Brother Coach Khan, man, I know you got something on that.
Brother, let me tell y'all something. How important is Malcolm X in Black history? We just gonna take one. How
Right.
important is Malcolm X to Black people in this country? How important is Muhammad Ali? Let's just go with those two. Those two men learned and was taught by the man whose home Sister Sajda is sitting in right now. They became who they were because of the man in whose home that sister is sitting right now. He got Malcolm out of prison. He took Cassius Clay and turned him into Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was one of
That's
Brother
it.
Ben X's heroes that Brother Ben
Mhm.
studied and learned from. Jamie Foxx, may God heal our brother, he was inspired by Muhammad Ali. Sylvester Stallone was inspired to write the entire Rocky series. And if there were no Rocky series, there would be no Creed series with our brother
Right.
Michael B. Jordan. If there were no Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Why was Muhammad Ali so influential and so powerful? They asked him when he won a championship fight. They put the camera on it. They say, Muhammad Ali, isn't this the greatest day of your life that you have won this fight? He said, no, where's the camera at? He said, I want y'all to know the greatest day in my life was when I met the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Y'all can look it up, Google it, YouTube it. He said that the greatest day in his life was the day he met the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And our brother Malcolm X, before he was gunned down, he was trying to get back to his teacher, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. There would be no Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. How many of y'all were impacted by Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad? How many has been impacted by Malik Zulu Shabazz? How many have been impacted by the Group X Clan? How many have been impacted by Method Man, the RZA, the Jizza, Raekwon, Nas? If you take that black man out of the picture, literally, you would have none of them to speak of, and you and I, again, would not be here. So when you talk about the home of that man. Imagine if you had a chance to say, yeah, I got the gutter from the home that Jesus lived in. Oh yeah, I got to see the room that Jesus Christ slept in. I got I got to see the room that Jesus Christ figured out what he was going to say to the people. You cannot put a dollar amount on that. And if you are a believer in the Nation of Islam, past or present, how valuable has the most honorable Elijah Muhammad been in your life? What can we give to repay this man or to honor his great work? How many of us would love to take a trip to the grave site of Adam and Eve? To take a trip to where Abraham walked, to take a trip where Moses walked. Well, that's what this is like, but he is greater than all of those prophets and great ones because they all were a sign of him. So when you read about them, you're reading about the future of the real Jesus. As he said, I am the Jesus of your Bible. I am the Muhammad of your Holy Quran. And we have the opportunity to own a piece of this man's literal life that he slept in the home. He breathed in the home. He ate in the home. He fed thousands of people right from that home, brothers and sisters. You have a chance to say, man, I'm going down in history. Oh, and if you're getting big time, let me say this before we go on. If you're going to get big time, some of y'all might want to sponsor. Oh, yeah, we
Right.
believe in sponsorship. I just want to
Right.
say this. Sister Sajda told me, Brother Ben, she said, Brother Damon, Brother Young Khan, there's a list of people that said that they had expressed interest in helping with this project. She said, but for some reason, all of them have gone cold and none of them have delivered. Is that right, Sister Sasha?
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm just going to call on the nation in the house, the nation outside the house. Hey, man, one word we need to hold our people to is accountability. Oh, look, I'm going to name some of the names, y'all. Yeah, we gonna put them out there because we got to hold them accountable. We make stars and celebrities. They couldn't be a celebrity if it wasn't for us supporting them. So we call on them so y'all can tag them. Y'all can act them. Y'all can screen record. Y'all can send this to. Y'all want to DM a fight. Y'all want to DM when somebody is going crazy. Y'all want to DM mass shootings. No, DM this right here. 50 Cent, where you at? Akon, where you at? Ali Shaheed Muhammad, where you at? Beyonce, the Queen Bee, where you at? Busta Rhymes, where you at? Byron Allen, Kathy Hughes, Charlemagne the God. It wouldn't be no Charlemagne the God if there was no Elijah Muhammad. Charlemagne didn't even know the black man was God until he studied the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. There would be no Colin Kaepernick. Where's he at? There would be no Common. There would be no great Dame Dash. There would be no Dave Chappelle, one of the comedic geniuses of our time. Oh, there will be no Denzel Washington with the great movie Malcolm X. Come on, man. All of these people, where they at? Even Dr. Oz, the different connection for the protection with the collection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no Dr. Oz, Dr. Umar Johnson, who I personally did security for. There would be no Dr. Umar. There would be no Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. Oh, we can't forget about it. There would be no Eddie Murphy. All of these people personally have benefited from the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad directly or through his divine representative, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Oh, the list goes on. Y'all thought I was done. Oh, Erica Badu. There will be no Erica Badu. No Fredo. No French Montana. No Godfrey, who was at a Savior's Day, who has sat at the foot of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. There will be no Miss Janet Jackson. Oh, I'm going to keep on going. There will be no Jay Electronica. No Jay-Z giving peace to the gods. There will be no Young Jeezy, who you can study and look up his interviews where he said that the minister guided him and counseled him on what to do. Oh, there will be no Jermaine Jackson. There will be no Kanye West. There will be no Kenya Burris. There will be no Kevin Gates. The list goes on in case y'all thought I was done. There will be no Kyrie Irving. There will be no Lil Durk as we know it. There will be no Lupe Fiasco. There will be no Marshala Ali. There will be no Marie Brock Akil. There will be no Mary J. Blige, who y'all been watching on Power. Oh, no, there wouldn't be no Monet. Who they shot on Power. It wouldn't be no Monet if it wasn't for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Master P, who the minister tweeted me and said to study that man who's teaching you about ownership and doing for self. He got that idea that was put into the DNA of the black man and woman through the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Oh, the list still going, y'all. There will be no Iron Mike Tyson. Oh, no. It was Mike Tyson who told Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Brother Minister, these guys are fighters. I'm a killer. There will be no Mike Tyson. There will be no NBA Youngboy. And believe it or not, even the queen herself, Nicki Minaj. Oh, no, there wouldn't be no ID. The producer for Jay-Z's many hit records. There would not even be Oprah Winfrey, low key, y'all. See, these people are surrounded by people who control the money and control Hollywood and have our people locked in chains and mental bondage, scared to come out and pledge their allegiance and their support. But guess what? I say in the words of the great Bone Crusher, I ain't never scared. Oh, no. We still ain't done with the list. There will be no P. Diddy. He was at the Million Man March. There will be no Barack Obama. He was with the Million Man March. There will be no Raekwon. There will be no Q-Tip. Y'all better tag these people that I'm talking about. There will be no Rakim Allah. I'm talking about the great Rakim, the God MC himself. Oh, there would be no Shannon Sharp who be coming at Skip Bayless. There wouldn't be no Shannon Sharp without these teachers right here. Y'all can say what you want to say. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mama and fight these facts. There would be no Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, it was the Honorable Louis Farrakhan married Shaquille O'Neal to his first wife, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, man. Y'all better stop trying to celebrate our greats behind closed doors and grow some testicles. Get some testicular fortitude. Some of y'all walking around with mustard seed testicles. You better go to Walmart, like the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said, and stand on it, man, and back your own up and stop letting a minority rule over the majority. I ain't done with the list. There will not be no Snoop D-O-double-G, who I personally know because I was part of the team. And shout out to my minister, the mighty brother, 5-star general, Minister Aziz Muhammad. He facilitated and took Snoop Dogg directly to the door of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And it was from that meeting between Snoop Dogg and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan that the rap Peace Summit started to come about, and it was the Honorable Louis Farrakhan that stopped the feuding between Fat Joe and Ice Cube and Common. Oh, who else on the list? Oh, it wouldn't be no Steve Harvey. Oh, come on now. No. It wouldn't be no family feuding with Steve Harvey. It wouldn't be the Steve Harvey that you know if it was not for the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And you can tag all of them and tell them I said it. And if they don't like it, my number is 219-299-49. Tell them to text coins to 219-299-49 because all of these people combined have millions of dollars. Oh, there wouldn't even be no Swiss Beats. It wouldn't even be no Rough Riders as we know it. Oh, come on, man. It wouldn't be no Selena Johnson. It wouldn't be no T.I. or Tip, as they like to call him, or Brother Clifford Harris. It wouldn't be no T-Pain. It wouldn't be no West Side Gun. This is just a partial list. I saw DC Young Fly at the Criterion. He was out in the yard. 2 Chainz was out there. Oh, yeah, come on. Celebrities, where y'all at? Tag these celebrities, man. Because this sister should not have to sit here and carry this weight as a black woman by herself when we as men should be carrying this load. But we got it on our sister soldier. She gonna do it, but if you too soft, if you scared, go somewhere and lay down. That's what our sister said. I'm finna go lay down. That's what y'all need to go lay down and let the soldiers stand up. And guess what, y'all? Believers in the Nation of Islam, we should be ashamed of ourselves to know that a project like this exists and not roll up our sleeves. If you have not donated to this, you literally should be ashamed of yourself. Well, Brother Khan, I ain't know. But Biggie said, now you know. Yeah, you know as of today. So if you can't get one of these coins, if you can't get one, guess what? You can donate. You see that on the screen right there? Yeah, just pull your Cash App out. Pull your Zelle out. Pull your PayPal out, y'all. Let me tell y'all a quick story. Y'all see that donation site right there? The Honorable Louis Farrakhan encouraged us to give and help our sister get this done because he himself wants this project completed in 2023. Not 5 years from now. He want it done this year. The sister put up $5.5 million of her own bread. So she paying what she weigh. All of us collectively, we should be able to do this in less than 48 hours. As a matter of fact, if y'all don't mind, Brother Ben, I'm going to tell a true story right here. Have y'all heard of the man named Jordan Neely? A black man, Brother Ben, you know, he's so good on the computer. He probably could put Jordan Neely on the screen. Him and another guy named Daniel Penny. Daniel Penny, y'all, for those of you that don't know,
before we get to that, I want to go to some because you mentioned Muhammad Ali. So I want to play a clip of Muhammad Ali before you make that transition and talk about that situation. Somebody said, how much is the coin? The website is www.sajdahouse.com, family. All of the information is going to be on the site. I'm pretty sure she got how to buy it, where to buy it, the info about it, the price of it. All on the website, family, www.sajdahouse.com. He was talking about Muhammad Ali, so I found a clip, And I want to share this clip of Muhammad Ali. This can be like a commercial break. As we plan this, go get your credit card, go get your debit card. You can be pulling it up on your laptop and going to check out the website and making donations as we hear the great Muhammad Ali. Let's check this out.
I couldn't get up. Get up right hand, couldn't get up. He ain't never got up. I kept talking to him during the fight, too.
Mohammed, congratulations.
Am I the greatest of all times?
Mohammed, you told me in Deer Lake you were the greatest of all time, and I think everybody out there watching now will say that you've proved it tonight.
Who was bearing me up, too powerful, too strong. I proved that Allah is God. Elijah Muhammad is a messenger, and I have faith in them. And regardless of the world and the pressure, I made it an easy night because Allah has power over all things. And if you believe in Him, nothing, even George Foreman, will look like a baby. It wasn't a close fight, was it?
No, it wasn't a close fight.
No. Was it close before I knocked him out? No. You suckers. Wait. Is this on close? You tell. Is it live?
Right now.
Everybody stop talking now. Attention. I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time when I beat Sunday Liston. I told you today I'm still the greatest of all time. Never again defeat me. Never again say that I'm going to be defeated. Never again make me the underdog until I'm about 50 years old. Right. Then you might get me. But I didn't dance. I didn't dance for a reason. I wanted to make him lose all his power. I kept telling him he had no punch. He couldn't hit. He's swinging like a sissy. He's missing. Let me see your box. I hadn't started dancing yet. You can't say my legs are gone. You can't say I was tired because what happened? I didn't dance from the second round on. I stayed on the ropes. When I stay on the ropes, you think I'm doing bad. But I want all boxers to put this in the page of boxing. Staying on the ropes is a beautiful thing with a heavyweight when you make him shoot his best shots and you know he's not hitting you. I would have gave George Foreman 2 rounds of steady punching because after that he was mine. But he was falling, he was missing. I don't know if I'm going to fight again or not. I'm going to retire as of now. I have to talk to my leader, the most honorable.
Are you still planning to retire?
Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims. Thanks to Almighty God Allah. I want all of you fans out there who believe in me, read the Muhammad Speaks newspapers, go to your local Muslim temple and learn more about the life-giving power from Allah through Elijah Muhammad that I've got. You saw all the white people, the critics, the world had me ranked to go down. This was that man, and Allah, God was with me, and this man looked like nothing. I want you to remember that. Want to know where I get the power? Visit your local Muslim mosque. Read that Muhammad Speaks newspaper. Take it from me.
That just proves you can have commercials on closed-circuit television just as you can have it on real television. Mohammed, what did you say to George Foreman?
It's not a commercial telling people to believe in God.
Tell me, what did you say to George Foreman before the fight? What did you say to him?
I told him he has no power in the corners and in the clinches. I said, shoot your best shot. I'm going back to the ropes. They told me he was strong. Didn't I look stronger than him?
Why didn't tell me, Mohammed? This was the thing that puzzled people. Why was it when you were on the ropes that he could not hurt you, even when you were right there on the ropes?
Blocking, and I was pulling back, and I have a radar built inside me. I know how to judge punches. Didn't I tell all of you out there on your local radio shows, mostly black stations? I told you, I'm going to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see. So that's what happened.
That's what you said to me. But tell me now, are you really going to retire, Mohammed?
I'm seriously thinking about retiring. There's nothing else for me to fight. I told her, well, I'm going to retire. I'm going to hold the title for a few months. They took my title unjustly. I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you, I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of my critics crawl. All of you suckers who write the Ring magazine, Boxing Illustrated, all of you suckers bow because the stage was set. You made him great. You made him a bad Joe Louis. You made him a hard puncher. But I want everybody from this moment on to recognize me as the scholar of boxing. If you want to know any damn thing about boxing, don't go to no boxing experts in Las Vegas. Don't go to no Jimmy the Greek. Come to Muhammad Ali. I am the man.
One last question, Mohammed.
Hello, my man, Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner out there.
Mohammed, one last question. Tell me, would you say that at this moment, is this the happiest moment of your life?
No. Happiest moment of my life when I met Elijah Muhammad, the freedom speaker of black people. But I want to say this. Hello to all my friends in Louisville, Kentucky.
Woo!
Come
Y'all
on,
heard
Brother
him.
Ben.
They heard him.
Come on now. He said the greatest day of his life was when he met Elijah Muhammad, man. Y'all better stop playing. He told you where to go. He said go to your local mosque. Oh yeah, he said learn more about these teachers. That's who fired Brother Ben up. Is that right, Brother Ben?
Yes, sir. That's right.
So now he said before I tell you about this challenge, back to Daniel Penny. brother, brother Jordan Neely, the brother that did the Michael Jackson dances. That all the people always knew him. He was out in the community. He was on this subway this particular day, and I wasn't there. I don't know all the circumstances, but he may have been a little out of control. But that didn't justify taking his life.
Right.
So, in however it went down, the Caucasian named Daniel Penny put our brother in a chokehold for 15 minutes and it was recorded.
Mm.
They tried to press charges on Daniel Penny. They arrested him and then they let him go. When they had him on camera choking the life out of Jordan Neely, may Allah be pleased with our brother. But why am I
Yeah.
bringing that up?
Mm.
Because when it came time for Daniel Penny to have to be charged and face the courts within 48 hours. Let me get a little closer so y'all can understand this. Within 48 hours, Sister Sajda, they started some type of GoFundMe account for Daniel Penny's defense because many people out there believe that what he did to our brother was justified. Well, we know that they don't have skin that look like ours that believe that. So what did they do? They didn't speak with their mouths. They spoke with their credit cards. They spoke with their PayPal. They spoke with their Cash Apps. They spoke with their Zelle accounts. They spoke with their sponsorships. And in 48 hours, they raised nearly $2 million to defend Daniel Penny. Now, black people, I want to ask y'all something. If they could raise
Hold on, hold
nearly,
on. I'm sorry, she was muted. Go ahead, Sister Sasha. What was you saying?
Are you saying let me just be clear. You saying the man that was caught on camera on the New York subway that choked the young brother who was dancing like Michael Jackson or impersonating Michael Jackson, people gave $2 million in 48 hours for his
they
defense?
and I'm not talking about celebrity donations. I'm not talking about that list, the hit list that I just named. I'm talking about regular people. They rallied. They didn't speak with their mouths like we like to do. They spoke with their money. There's a saying, say, put your money where your mouth is. They donated, Sister Sajda, nearly $2 million in a 48-hour time span to defend Daniel Penny. So I said, maybe I could put this challenge out there, y'all. We're going to call it the Daniel Penny Challenge. I want to see amongst our people if we can give more to support a man who not took our lives, but gave us life and continues to give us life. I want to know if we can raise this small $650,000 or whatever it is, if we can raise that in 48 hours. So that's why I said we're going to call it the Daniel Penny Challenge. If all of us give a little bit, nobody actually has to give a lot, y'all. All it takes, you be surprised what your 5 will do, what your 10 will do, what your 15 will do. So this is the Daniel Penny Challenge. Do we care more about our man than Caucasians care about Daniel Penny? Or we gonna see? Because Sister Saja, you got the books. You can tell us on the back end the starting point that we at before this podcast is over, about the time it ends. How much we actually did in 48 hours, Brother Ben. I think we should come back and tell the people what we actually have done in 48 hours, because I want to see if all us put together, when black people spend a collective almost $2 trillion, not 2 million, 2 trillion. And 2 trillion for my mathematicians out there is $1 million 2,000 times. No, I'm sorry. I beg to differ. Let me take that back, y'all. Listen to this. $1 billion is 1,000 million, and $1 trillion is 1,000 billion. We spend $2 trillion a year, but what we spending it on? Crab legs, iPhones, Jordans, PlayStations, Oculuses, getting flued out, trips, BBLs, nails done, hair done, hairs done, everything big. That's what Swiss B said. That's what we spending it on. We tricking off $2 trillion. Why is this not a worthy cause? If these people would give 2 million to save, support, and defend a murderer, if they would spend $15 million a year on touring the home of a white man that said, ain't nothing a nigga can do for me but buy my records and shine my shoes. Oh, guess what else, Sister Sasha? George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman raised over $300,000 for his defense against Trayvon Martin. Oh, guess what else, Sister Sasha? Mr. Thomas Lane, one of the cold-blooded killers of George Floyd, he raised $750,000 just to get out of jail. These
Wow.
people are raising hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars.
Brother Damon, I just want to let you know, my brother just gave $1,000.
Come on now.
Come on now.
One who, while I was in Africa, came here and closed on the house so we could secure it because the bank was not playing. My brother is the one who, when we called the bank, I had him to call because I was nervous. He called for me and they said, we don't want to talk to nobody else, Muhammad, about this house. And my brother said, well, this Muhammad is serious. And I told him, don't say my name. He said, oh, no, this Muhammad is serious. So he came here when it was rat infested, raccoon infested and everything else, got the keys for me, was in here, him and my mother, that very first day before I was here. And my brother said to me, he says, sis, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but you got it. Because he was just looking around at the condition. So he just gave $1,000.
Man, shout out to Sister Saja's brother, man. Now look at that. That's one man, y'all. What if 1,000 people did that? If just 1,000 of us gave 1,000, we would have $1 million, and this podcast will be over. I'm telling you, the Daniel Penny Challenge. Hashtag it. Tag all these celebrities. If 1,000 people gave $1,000, she would have extra money to build on, add an extension, do
Sister
something
Saja,
more powerful.
real quick, do you accept Zelle? Somebody said, how do we donate? So you can go to www.sajdahouse.com, but you can, do you do Zelle?
Yes, you can do Zelle. Zelle would be my email address, which is wendy100m@gmail.com. We take all forms of payment, Zelle and Cash App. I don't like PayPal because they like to hold your money when you get over a certain amount. So don't PayPal, but Zelle, use the email address wendy100m@gmail.com. And Cash App, use $Mo Today, MOETODAY. We have to mix it up like that because y'all know the devil stay busy. So,
and guess what? If y'all can't remember all what she just said, text the
right.
word coins to 219-299-49, and I'm going to give you all the information directly so you ain't got to write it down. You ain't got to remember it. I'm going to send it directly to you so it can get directly to her. And anybody that's trying to donate 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, $250,000. I don't care what you got, man. We got 48 hours to get this done, not 1 week. We should be insulted to think that they will raise that kind of money that fast in record time and they ain't have to do no podcast. They didn't have to take no ads out and no paper. They just heard about the case and they said, that man don't deserve to go to jail for killing a black man, because a black man should be killed as far as we concerned. So we gonna put our money there. Well, we gonna let our money do the talking for us. If you stuck and don't know what she said, text the word coins to 219-299-49. Even if you want to sponsor, I'm going to get you all those links. And Brother Ben, while you went to a commercial break, I don't know if you had a chance to pull it up, but I sent you a special video. We talking about commercial announcement. I don't know what that say, Brother Ben. We can't see it.
Yeah, y'all can't see it, but I can't let your brother give 1,000 out, and I don't give my 1,000. Y'all, I don't put my 1,000 on it now.
Come on,
Come
brother.
on with it.
Come on,
Hey,
brother.
look, somebody just text me. They said, I need the Zelle account. Hey,
Uh-oh.
brother Hakeem, all you got to do is look at the message I sent you and scroll down where it says, if you would like to donate, go. Matter of fact, Brother Hakeem, I'm going to call you as soon as this podcast over. I'm telling y'all, we got the power to get this done, man. We can get it done. We don't even need 48 hours. We can do it in 24. We can do it in half the time because we got the power. We got the money. Don't tell me you ain't got the money, because you watching this on the iPhone that costs $1,500. You watching this on a flat screen. You got it. Look, I'm telling you, if you want the Zelle, it's Wendy100M. Wendy100M at gmail.com. If you want to cash app it, it's $Mo, MOE, which stands for Mind of an Entrepreneur Today. $MOE today on Cash App. Y'all better stop playing, man. As they say, come on through. Come through with it. And what do the sisters say? It's giving. You know what, Brother Ben? It's giving. It's giving mission accomplished. That's what it's given to me. I want to be able to show by the power of the black God that we know, Master Farad Muhammad, and in the name of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I'm asking them to put it in the hearts of my people to get this job done so we can say, look at what we did, man, and get it done in record time. We only got 900 coins left, y'all. And if we do it right, within 48 hours, she said to me, she sent me an email. She said, Brother Damon, you know why 1 or 2 coins a week is good? That might help us to take care of the lawn. It might get the grass cut. It might help to keep the lights on. But I need to pay these contractors $350,000 up front. She didn't ask me to tell y'all this. She emailed me and said, Brother Khan, these people have even tried to poison me, to kill me. They wish that I would go away, just like they wish that Elijah Muhammad went away. But y'all know what? Newsflash, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, as long as one of us believe, the devil can't win. So we need to prove that the devil ain't gonna win, because we standing up for Muhammad today. We standing up for Elijah today. We standing up for the Honorable Louis Farrakhan today. And you know, he just celebrated his 90th birth anniversary. And the National Council and the Nation of Islam, Brother Ben, we presented him with 90 ounces of gold. We gave him 50,000 cash. He looked at the gold. If you watch the video, he stared at it for a minute. He didn't say a word. But you know what he said? He said, you are the real gold. He said, y'all are the black gold. So what do y'all think? And this is to take nothing away from what we did for our father, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. But what do you think would please him more? 90 ounces of gold, or to see the house of his father completely restored when he's given 60 years of his life to restore the name and the works of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Do you think that will put a smile on our leader's face to see his father's house restored and intact, and millions of people from all over the world coming to see the home of the exalted Christ? And I stand on it, and I dare anybody to challenge me. I tell you, don't fight me, fight these facts. That's why they don't call my number, Brother Ben, because they don't want this smoke. I'm ready. Hey, in the words of Muhammad Ali, I'm knocking out all bums. I'm taking on all challenges. Anybody that want it, man, we got it, but we gonna take a stand for that black man today. The time is out, y'all, to quit laying down and hold marches and singing, we shall overcome. Damn it, today is a new day. I say we ain't gonna overcome. In the words of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, we gonna overrun. We not gonna lift every voice and sing. We gonna lift every fist and swing. And for every one of ours they take out, God is going to take 10 of their best. It's just what time it is, y'all. If you're scared, sit down. All the chickens, mute yourself. I'm calling on the eagles to stand up and let them wings soar and back our family. Shout out to my brother Jabbar Dur. He just sent you a cash app, sister. Hold on, we got to verify this one time. Did you get a cash app? Oh, hey, y'all, her cash app shouldn't stop ringing. All the Zelle notification email shouldn't stop going. They should keep on coming, y'all. And look, if you sponsor, meaning if you give 10,000 or more, guess what? Your name is gonna go in one of the rooms permanently. So when the people come in the house, they gonna come past your name. Because you gonna be a part of the legacy. Sister Sasha, can you talk about the sponsorship levels for a minute?
Before you talk about that, if you donated on Cash App or Zelle, I want you to put it in the comment section. Bear witness, and we gonna put you on a live stream. We gonna shout you out. We gonna put your comment on the screen so that everybody can know that you are a strong supporter of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and you ain't hiding and you ain't scared. Go ahead, Sister Sasha.
So brother Damon and brother Ben, you know how you go into these historic homes and you see a list of names and they say, thank you to the following people. And there's all these people's names listed. We have 6-foot iPads that will be in every room that are going to be
you said, I'm sorry, I wanted to hear that again for the black people in the back. Did you just say 6-foot tall iPads?
Yes, sir.
Oh, see, y'all thought this was look. Y'all, hey, bro, Ben, they thought we was playing around. She said y'all ain't never seen a 6-foot iPad. Some of y'all ain't even 6 feet tall. So iPads bigger than you.
Yes.
Okay.
And it'll be scrolling with the people who donated to the room. Just as Savior's Day, for example, Sister Regina walked in here. She didn't even have a tour booked. Sister Aletha went outside and saw her and snuck her in. She said, oh, Sister Sandra, here go an extra person. I said, okay. That sister came in and sponsored the room where the minister said that he spoke with Mother Marie, the mother of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, where she said to him, this is not the same person that I born, I'm paraphrasing, into this world. She gave $10,000, which was enough to finish that room. So when we get these contractors back in here, so her name is going to be the only name in that room. Because she got to finish that room. We have people like Sister Sadia and Brother Kasala out of Houston, Texas, who sponsored the front yard, Elijah's Friendship Garden. We have people like Judge Kiana Muhammad, or Kiana Mans, as some people know her, out of Houston, Texas, who has sponsored the Mothers of the Faithful rooms upstairs. Then we have people like Sister O'Shea out of Houston, Texas. See, the South Best region been getting down. I'm just letting y'all know. Pound for pound, every donation and just about every sponsor of significance that we have come from Brother Halim's region. She's sponsoring the kitchen, the How to Eat to Live kitchen. But guess what? We got a big room right here, which is a $50,000 sponsorship, where that picture of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Muhammad Ali and Martin Luther King that you see Brother Ben toggling on the screen took place in this room. You can sponsor it for $50,000. We got other rooms available. We got a augmented reality theater.
Oh, wait, hold on now. Wait, but hold on, sister. Okay, see, when you start using them words now, black people don't be knowing what that stuff means. So augmented reality. Could you just explain that?
So augmented reality and a 3D theater is what it is. It's on the second floor of the Coach House, where we have already framed out, and we're working on purchasing the technology So when you come in there, we can make certain images pop off the screen and be in the middle of the floor. We're going to have surround vision. So when you're sitting in a seat, we can recreate the Million Man March, and you're going to feel the applause, and you're going to feel like you was literally at the Million Man March.
Come on now. So wait, it's gonna be holograms of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in there too? Wait a minute now. Y'all, do y'all understand what is going on, man? We got the chance to say we did this, not the government. If the celebrities kick in, cool. But we not counting on them. I'm calling on the believers on the East Coast. I'm calling on the believers on the West Coast. I'm calling on believers in the Midwest. We not even calling on authority figures. No, I'm talking about the little man and woman. I'm talking about them $5 here, them $50 there, them $20 here. Somebody just gave 1,000. Somebody gave 500. Man, get these coins. There's only 900 coins left, y'all. Will you be one of the 900 to say, I got a piece of the Lamb of God's home in my possession? And it will increase in value, because the more the people come into the knowledge of who he is, the greater and the more valuable these coins, graded coins. You see, I got 3 of them, y'all. So I'm a member. That means I can walk in. Oh, they texting me the word coin, boy. It might be a good day, Sister Sajid. I'm saying, y'all should do something. You gonna spend the money anyway. Ain't no question. If we gonna do nothing else, we gonna spend some money. You're gonna spend it anyway. Why not get shout out to Sister Walisa, aka Sister Wally Brown. She just gave $100. I feel like I'm at Savior's Day right now. Hey, y'all just put the names on the screen. I'ma shout them out. Shout out to Greet the Sneak. He donated on the website. Sister Sage, I think we got some motion now. And guess what, y'all? We're going to keep you fully updated in real time what's happening. And I'm just saying, I heard that Sister Saja might even walk through the house before this podcast is over and show us some spots in the house and give us the history in real time so you can see where your money is going. We cannot sit down, in the words of Don Elijah Muhammad. Hey, Brother Ben, if you play that video from the minister, I sent you something. You ain't ready for this, Brother Ben. I sent you a clip of what the minister had to say about this. I don't know if you got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Hold on.
I'm gonna check that out. Brother Far Money said, "How much for a coin?" Can you give them the website, Sister Saj, to everybody who's asking for the coin?
Yes, the website is sajdahouse.com. That's SAJDAHHOUSE.com. And guess what? If you use the discount code Messiah, you get 10% off.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And listen, when y'all go buy your coins and when you donate, make sure you say it in the comment section so we can put you on the screen. We want to shout you out on the screen. Let me see this video that Brother Young Khan sent. Let me see. Pull it up. One second.
Brother Ben, while you do that, I'm going to see if I can go find Honorable Elijah Muhammad for you. I'm going to go look for the messenger and see if he got something to say. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, look, y'all, if y'all want to sponsor now, make sure y'all let her know. Hey, Khan told me to do this right here. So, because, Brother Ben, you know I'm an affiliate. I got to make sure that my stuff count. I'm training affiliates right now. Sister Saj, I'm working on a team of 10 more what you call experienced reps that can be affiliates that can help you to collect this money to get this work done for our Father. Hey, y'all, the clock is ticking. We got 48 hours, man. Kevin Hart said, say it with your chest. I'm saying, say it with your money. Don't say it with your chest. Say it with your money.
All right.
Hey, bro, Ben, I'm going to look for the messenger.
All right, here we go.
Y'all watch this.
They don't want nobody to say the name Elijah Muhammad with honor and respect for the great work that he did when he was among us. Is Sister Sajda here? Where are you? Where? Come on up front here, right now, right now. Oh, yes, ma'am. Now, it was Sajda who bought our father's house. Paid for cash, right? She paid for it cash. Wouldn't you love to have a woman like that? I mean, she took that home of our father and she put so much love into that house. It's out there sparkling. Yeah, she needs some money to finish it. But that ain't gonna be no problem, you know. Because me and Khadijah, come on now. Well, I didn't say we had $1 million. I told her, Khadijah and I are going to take that copper image. May I? Yes, sir.
This one represents the wheel.
This represents the wheel. But I take that they ain't gonna understand that.
Yes, sir.
But they gonna understand this. She took the copper off the building that was aged and smelted it down and made an image of the man that we all love, Elijah Muhammad. Khadijah bought one of these. I don't know whether I bought one. I hope I did. I know you gave me one, but I like to pay my way. And we're going to put this on. In the final call, we're going to take a picture of the mother of the nation and Papa too. And this is a $500. That one is $350. That's nice. Now look. We're going to wear it. We're going to advertise it. And we're going to raise the money to finish the house. And all I'm asking is somewhere in that house a picture of a wonderful woman that we won't be able to see anymore, but she did a hell of a work for her God and his Christ, Ava Muhammad. Don't be envious. That's right. That's right. Never envy somebody that is doing good. I know you got other charities that you have to support and whatnot, but we'll find a little extra. That house is where I came to life. You took pictures of me in that house, but it wasn't quite the room that I was in with Mother Marie.
Yes, sir. I have a video.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yes, sir.
And Mother Marie, I was just a little baby Muslim. She said, brother, that's not the same child that I born into this world. Allah made him with his own hands. I was in that room. Little did I know that Allah was making me with his hands and the messenger's hands to be his chief helper. And where's Sultan?
Yes, sir.
That quote, no, don't leave me yet. That quote in the table talk that the messenger said about love, I was talking to him about his love.
Yes, sir.
And I don't remember all that I said, but I told him that he loved the Savior so much, he didn't want his own life. He wanted the Savior's life in him. Every woman that really loves a man wants his life in her. You call it procreation, but it's more than that. She becomes his second self. And when I'm going to talk to the sisters later next week sometime. Yes, sir. So I want my sister, this is not a show. I want us to help complete our Father's house. Yes, sir. But his house is really the palace. Yes, sir. That's his house. He's so kind and loving to me, he allowed me to live in his house. But I ain't stupid. I know whose house it is.
All right, family. So we see that's a hold on, wait. Brother Coach Khan. Hold on. All right. Brother Coach Khan got some covering his screen. Man, that was a powerful clip right there, man. The minister said I was raised in that house. Sister Sajda, how did that feel hearing the minister speak on the house like that?
I don't even know how I was kind of numb. I was just kind of floating there. And then looking at it now, just I hadn't seen it in a while. It just really made me really emotional because all I can think about is just his smile when he comes through the house. And you know, Brother Ben, I was having anxiety one day because I was just, going through it. I got all these, mouths to feed. We're trying to get these contractors taken care of. And I was blessed to speak to the minister, and I told him that I was getting emotional and having anxiety because I wanted this done before he departed. And he said, "Oh, sister, I've already seen it." And so that really gave me some encouragement that if he's seen it, and he wants it, then it's going to get done. And so I'm just grateful for my brothers helping with the heavy load. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm like that sister, right? You see me walking with a heavy load.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate
Praise be to Allah. Brother Khan, Brother Khan,
it.
oh, my bad. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, maybe what we do just so I can preserve my battery life, when we come back after the 48 hours to let everybody know, then we'll do a walking tour. And then I know you're also gonna be in town, so we could do a tour then. So maybe we'll save it. And it'll probably be a little better than me using my phone trying to
Yeah,
navigate.
yep, that'll be better. Brother Coach Khan, what you got going on over there?
Doing?
Brothers and sisters, I have to say to you that our brother is this thing on. I can't, let me get up into the camera. Greetings to you. I'm Elijah. I can't see my thing. It's just the guy into the camera, bro. Pardon me, brothers and sisters. This eye is working to get this thing together. You know, it's the there we go. I think I'm looking pretty good. Brother Ben and Sister Saja, I want to say to you, how is you going to talk about the place that I live in, and you is not going to have me on your show? I want you to know that I remember the days that I did not have no money. I did not have no good home. I did not have no friendship in all walks of life. But he gave to me the word and the power to teach my people, as I have said unto you. Did not I tell you to look at my minister, Minister Farrakhan? I told you during the theology of time. You have to go back. Some of you as old timers, you may remember as you might have been at the temple yourself. But you has said, I told you, everywhere you see him, look at him. Everywhere that you hear him, listen to him. Everywhere he advised you to go, go. Everywhere that he advised you to stay from, stay from. Did not I tell? Let me get up closer to this camera. Did not I tell you such thing when I was amongst you? I want to come back home, but if my home is not together, I may have to go to a hotel or something. Unless you, as the mighty believers, we'll see to it that with the help of our sisters and the believers, that we will get a mighty fine home together. It was Brother Young Contaton that suggested, Brother Ben, that I get into something called the digital real estate that you has been working on. And I want to be a part of this. So I think I'm going to get inside of you have something called the digital income builders tribe. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to learn how to use my Instagram. Uh, it's going to be lit. I'm going to be too legit to quit, as they would say at that point. I'm going to be on point. Shout out to Brother Tim McDaniel Shabazz, as Allah has given to me to give you a wonderful word. And I believe that Almighty God Allah is going to bless us within the 48-hour deadline to beat the Daniel Penny Challenge, as we know they don't mean our people no good. But as I have taught you for over 44 years, that our unity is more powerful than an atom bomb. And through our unity, we can solve 95% of our problem if we would just come together. I tried to give you this with the 3-year economic savings plan. Think over that. If it is 40 to 50 million of us now since I've been gone, but I'm coming back now. I noticed it went from 22 million to 40 and 50 million, I see y'all have been busy in your bedroom. Pardon me, that's just a little funny joke I'd like to try to give sometime to make you all laugh. But we have to work cheerfully and fear not, for we is the best, the righteous, and the powerful. Allah is with us if we is with him. So I say, let us not, as I conclude, let us not leave our sister in the lurch and in the bushes by herself to take on this mighty project. Those of you that has the 500 or the 350 or as little as $10, give what you can and ask Allah to back you up and bless you. And we will get this done. As I say, as I used to say, up, you mighty nation, you can accomplish what you will. So, Brother Ben, if your followers that is following you, dear brother, and I want to say to you, you has been doing a mighty fine job with getting my word out to the people, brother. Allah is going to bless you greater than you could ever imagine. It's going to, in fact, about it, brother, I told you that Allah would bless our people with money, good home, friendship, and all walks of life if we would just follow you to help bring out the God within. So I don't know how much time there's going to give me on this screen, but if any of you has a question for me with regards to my mighty fine house that this sister Sasha is working on, I would like to answer a couple of questions. Then I'm going to go get me some bean soup and bean pies. I'm working up appetite, Sister Sasha. You know how that is. I need to get a little salmon in my life with a little barbecue on sauce on the side. That is what I want to say. Thank you for having me on your beautiful program, Brother Ben X.
Praise be to Allah. Family, man, this brother need to do a skit. Man, he sounds just like, I remember the first time I heard him do this in Chicago. We was riding in the car. I put it on YouTube. I think I lost that when they took my YouTube channel, man. But if you close your eyes, we wouldn't even know that that was not the Honorable Elijah Muhammad speaking, man. So that brother got a great channel. We got to close this thing out at 8 o'clock. So we got 7 minutes left. But for those of you all who do not know what we're doing, she is raising the rest of the funds, Sister Sajda, to rebuild, renovate, upgrade, bring back into supreme existence the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home. We want to make it a museum. There's going to be a lot of great things taking place. Once you get these coins right here, you're going to be able to get access almost like an NFT, if you will, a physical NFT. When you get this, you're going to have access to take a tour of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home. I've been there. I've seen it. I've seen it when it before was even kind of making progress. So I'm seeing the progress myself as well. It takes about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes just to do the whole tour of the home. So for those who came in a little late, Sister Sajda, tell them about these coins. What are these coins made of, and where can they go to support to help you build and raise, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said he wants us to do? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I had you muted. My bad. Go ahead.
That's okay. I was saying, y'all got me. I done went from crying to laughing. This has really been a great time. Listen, the coins are made of recycled copper from the home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So they're made from this right here. They are graded. They're 100% copper. It's about the size, it's a 1 ounce coin, about the size of a 50-cent piece. And trust me, it's a true commodity that is only going to increase in value. Why do I say that? Because there's a limited number of them, a limited supply. And if y'all remember anything from economics, when you got a limited amount, the value goes up. So get them now, because once they're gone, remember, there's only so much copper. We have a little bit of copper left, but it's so old and brittle, I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to do any additional coins out of the copper. So if we do more coins, they just may not be from the copper from the messenger's home. So you want to get this 2020 edition of this commemorative Elijah coin.
And that website is sajdahouse.com, right? Where you can go directly to get the coins. If you guys want to just donate, sajdaHouseDonations.com. But if you would like to get the coins, go to sajdahouse.com.
And all praises due to Allah, we've sold 3 coins.
Come on now. Come on now. See y'all. Brother Coach Khan, what you got to say as we close this thing out?
I has gotten my coins too, as you can see. I plan to try to get some more, but 3 coins is good. But we have 797 more coins to go. It has less than 48 hours to get this done, brothers and sisters. I say unto you, you is the best, the righteous and the powerful, old believers and new believers. We have to get this done. We can get this done, and we will get this done because Almighty God Allah is backing us up to do something for ourselves. We cannot sit down. We cannot lay down. We must get up and go to work. If you want to get it from my little brother Young Contadan, all you has to do is text the word coins. Wish the brother could put it up on the screen. Just text the word coins to 219-200 9949. And if I help you to get the coins, then maybe Allah will help me to get a few more coins myself. So I say unto you, thank you for having me on this program. I may meet you all at the palace myself at my home in 48 hours. I want to get the tour to see what is going on. I had not been in my bedroom in a long time. I need to see what is going on in this place. So I say unto you, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Sister Sajda, where can they follow you on Instagram, Facebook, or wherever to see the progress of the home for those who may want to tune in on social media to see the growth?
Yes, so you can follow me, my YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, Sajda Wendy Muhammad. I'm usually always giving videos and things like that, especially on YouTube. And then on the Instagram itself, just go to Sajda House and I'll post them there as well. But if you forget, just go to Sajda Wendy Muhammad, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and then it'll direct you right where you need to go.
There it is, family. So we're going to go ahead and close out. And remember, we have 48 hours. 48 hours to see if we can raise as much as we can. Let's beat the goal. Let's do over 2 million for the home, just like they was able to do. We're going to come back in 48 hours and see what was able to be raised to contribute to this home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Again, you can donate at sajdaHouseDonations.com. But if you want to get these coins, you can text Brother Coach Khan, text the word coin to 219-200-9949. Or if you want to go directly to the website, you can go to www.sajdahouse.com, family. So we'll see you all, inshallah, in 48 hours. And make sure when we come back for the recap, bring a friend. You know, tell 2 to 5 people about it. Let's get this thing up to over 100 people that's watching it. Because if we had 100 people watching and everybody gave 1,000, she would have over 6 figures right now. So let's strive to do that. Let's strive to give as much as we can. We heard from the minister what he wanted for the home, the size of the house. He said he was raised up in that house. So let's see what we can do, family, in 48 hours. Let's say be and it is together. So assalamu alaikum, family. See you guys in a couple days. Peace.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum.